Sometimes we need to find maximum or minimum values from our databases. Normally we use max or min functions. But if we have criteria, then in this case we normally use max ifs or min ifs functions. But for make our selection criteria more easy, we can use DMAX and DMIN function. For example, in my first scenario, I'm looking for maximum value of basic salary in this cost center, or whatever. I will select the cost center from this list. So here I will use DMAX function, which is equal DMAX bracket. The first argument is database. I will select my database from A32 S23, comma. Second argument is field name. So I will select my field name here, comma. Third argument is criteria. I will select my criteria, bracket close and press enter. And you can see I got the maximum value or maximum basic salary of this cost center. If I go to this cost center, this is my cost center, and these are the basic salaries. And here you can see 9763 is the maximum salary among the other salaries. So if I change the cost center from here, for example 7601, then I got the maximum salary of 18193 in this cost center. So this is my cost center, and these are the basic salaries, and 18193 is the maximum salary among the other salaries. But in case I'm looking for maximum gross salaries in the same cost center, then I will select the gross salaries from this list, and I got the maximum gross salaries in this cost center. And here this is cost center, and you can see this is maximum gross salary in this cost center. In case you are not using list in the field argument, what I'm using here, and you also want to search the maximum values in basic salary, house rent allowance, traveling and gross salaries at the same time, then simply copy this field name and paste it here. After this, edit this formula and fix the range by using $sign. For example, firstly I'm fixing database, then second argument is field name. I will not fix because I want to copy this formula and this field automatically update. Third one is criteria. I will also fix my criteria, press enter. After this, just copy this formula and paste it in the other cells, and you can see I got the maximum values of these field name, maximum value of basic salary, maximum value of house rent allowance, traveling and gross salaries. So if I go to this cost center, for example, this is my cost center, and here basic salary is the maximum value 18193, and this is the maximum value. Second one, the house rent allowance 4548, this is the maximum value. Third one is traveling, and this is traveling maximum value, and the last one is gross salary 24,561, and this is the maximum value. So if I change the cost center 7901, and I got the updated maximum values on basis of this criteria. In our first scenario, we have only one criteria, and in our second scenario, I have two criterias, and I'm looking for maximum values in basic salaries on basis of these both criterias, cost center and gender. So here I will use DMAX function equal DMAX bracket. Then I will select my database from A3 to H23, comma. Then I will select my field, comma. And right now I will select both criterias, bracket close and press enter. And I got the answer 9763. If I go to this database, this is my first criteria, cost center, and this is my second criteria, and these are the both values, and among these both values I have the maximum value 9763. So if I want to find the maximum value in house rent allowance, then I will change the field from basic salary to house rent, and I have this answer, maximum value 2441, and here's the same. Similarly, if I am looking for gross salaries, then I will select my field name gross salaries here, and I got the maximum value 13180, and this is the maximum value. So if you want to find the maximum values of all these fields at the same time, then I will copy the field names from here and paste it here like our first scenario. And this time I will rewrite the formula. I will delete this first. Here I will use DMAX bracket and I will select my database from A3 to H23, and this time I will fix my database by using $sign, comma. Then I will select the field name, and as you know, I will not fix my field name because I will copy my formula and it will be automatically updated, comma. Third argument is criteria. I will select my criteria and fix this by using $sign, bracket close and press enter. And I got the answer 9763. I will copy this formula by using shortcut Control C and then paste it in the other cells. And this time I got the maximum values of all these fields on basis of these two criteria. So if I change the criteria, for example, female to male, then these values have updated at the same time. So in this way, you can use DMAX function with one criteria and with multiple criteria. As you know, to find the maximum value in our database, we have used DMAX function. But in case to find the minimum value in our database, we will use DMIN function. In my first scenario, I'm looking for minimum value of traveling expenses under this cost center. Then here I will use DMIN function equal DMIN bracket, and I will select my database, comma. Then I will select my field. Then I will select my criteria, bracket close and press enter. And I got the answer 266. If I go to the database, this is my cost center and these are my traveling expenses, and this is the minimum value in traveling expenses. So in case I'm looking for minimum value in gross salaries, I will select my field name gross salaries here, and I got the minimum gross salaries 3595, and here this is the minimum value under this cost center. Now our next scenario is we have multiple criteria, cost center and gender. So I'm looking for minimum values of house rent allowance on basis of these both criteria. So here I will use again DMIN function equal DMIN bracket, and I will select my database, comma. Then I will select my field, and third one I will select my both criterias, bracket close and press enter. And I got the minimum value of house rent allowance 442. If I go to this database, this is my cost center and this is my second criteria, and in the house rent allowance this is my minimum value. So if I change the gender, for example female to male, and I got the 826, so this is my second criteria under this cost center, and this is house rent allowance and this is minimum value. So if I change the cost center, for example 7515, and second criteria male, this is my cost center and this is my second criteria, this is the minimum value 1135. If you change the field from house rent to gross salaries, then we have minimum gross salary 6126, and here the minimum value 6126 under the same cost center and under the second criteria of male. So in this way you can use DMAX and DMIN function with one criteria and multiple criteria.